out of around 380 secondary schools. And of course, with this type of availability of programming training, it was impossible to expect that we, as a IT house, which employs today more than 550 programmers, can have enough of that. On the other side, when we look at, for example, competitiveness surveys done by the World Economic Forum, Latvia also lags in the amount of IT usage in the business. So from one side, when you have IT professionals, to the other side, when you're actually looking at, let's say, normal, usual people which are not ICT professionals, the amount of IT skills there was also, not that great. And we kind of started to think about what can we do and what could be our partners. Because obviously there are lots of things happening on the government level, lots of the things happening on the EU level, but the speed of those things for us as a business was clearly not satisfactory either. And we've came up with a project we call Start IT, and the idea is to start IT both in the sense of being employed in the ICT and learning the skills that can help you to be employed in the ICT on one side, but on the other side use IT as something that can progress your career as a doctor or something that can progress your business, whatever that business is. And then we looked at what types of things we could do there. And that's a comparison that was inspirational for us. If we look at the amount of people we have in the country, the amount of IT professionals we have in the country, and for example compare ourselves to Finland, then this comparison is not that great. So what could we do to improve that comparison? We launched a series of IT schools, and actually those IT schools are part of normal schools, so we created curriculum that we pushed into normal high schools, and today we have actually a huge amount of schools as part of that program. To do that, the strategy was to involve the teachers. We had a very interesting attempt to reform Latvian IT education done by a very talented person, Robert Stilis, but it didn't really proceed well in the country because one of the reasons was that teachers were not on board with the reform. So first thing was to involve them. Then we crowdsourced, basically using a type of a Wikipedia method. We crowdsourced the actual training. So we took some of the best teachers in the country and we asked them to develop a course. Because if you look at the reality of life, then teachers, they get the contents that they get from books, from the standards, etc., but actually good teachers develop or deliver their own content. They don't deliver something just from the book. So we took